We officially have our Gamers Are Dead article for Gamergate 2.0, and it comes out of one of the outlets that was big during that time. That would be, yes, of course, everybody's favorite rag, Kotaku, written by Alyssa Mercanti. And well, we'll be getting more into Alyssa Mercanti and her quote-unquote journalism as we go through some of this article and a lot of ancillary material, because she's really a piece of work. I spoke to the team at Sweet Baby and infiltrated the Discord group, rallying against them to try and paint a clear picture of WTF is going on. We'll be coming back to this post because, as you can see, it's quite popular, but I want to go to the source material because, goddammit, we have it right here, and why not go through at least some of this nonsense? Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what some gamers think it does. Okay, so gamers were dead back in 2014, and now gamers are illiterate? Is that what you're trying to push right now? Okay. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't listen. Don't believe your lying ears. Everything that you've seen and heard coming out of Sweet Baby Inc. isn't what they're actually doing. It isn't even part of their message. It's not even a part of their approach, but we've got a lot of stuff to go through here. Okay. Sweet Baby Inc. is not the largest narrative design company in the games industry. Doesn't have to be. How effective are they? That's the bigger question. Nor is it solely responsible for the characters and stories in recent high-profile releases like Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But good luck telling some gamers that. Well, it's interesting because you can go ahead and point specifically for what they were required to do, what they were consulted on doing for Alan Wake, God of War Ragnarok, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and you can go ahead and connect some dots and really figure out easily and quickly, what they were brought in to do. Stick a chick in it and make it lame. Last month, one of the company's consultants discovered a Steam group dedicating and detecting games. Yes, Sweet Baby Inc. Detected has, I think it's crossed 200,000 subs. Shout out to Cabrutus, for a Brazilian man, by the way. It's important to put a pin in for a second because it's going to become very important because, like I said previously, maybe even in this video as well, but I've been saying it a lot recently, while these journos, their tactics haven't evolved over the past 10 years, the audience has definitely adapted, and those same tired old insults, they ain't working anymore. Yeah, so what's the purpose of Sweet Baby Inc. Detected? To encourage people to avoid these games because the group had seen Sweet Baby Inc. is pushing a woke agenda by working towards greater diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh, unironically say DIE. Oh, good for you. No, it's just, here's the thing, man, okay? For as good of a game as God of War Ragnarok is, what they ended up working on is the worst aspect of the game. Alan Wake 2, it's boring, it's bad, the gameplay is trash. Same with the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Nobody would have a problem with Sweet Baby Inc., okay? If they were just, dropping black people into their games, into their narratives, as what is the direct expressed purpose of Kim Bel-Air, the co-founder and CEO, you could stomach it if they were written well. As you guys might know, or if you're new, I'll just repeat it for anybody else out there as well. I'm playing through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and having a great time. Super slow progress through the game because there is so much to do. And yeah, I've got some gripes. I've got some nitpicks when it comes to the gameplay. When it comes to the characters, though, I could see some people who are out there, all the woke criers, the people that just see somebody with a darker skin tone and immediately start to go woke because they've been so traumatized by all of the overt diversity, inclusion, and equity pushing. I can understand where they're coming from. And as I said before, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it's just these quiet, rustic towns, pretty well diversified. Doesn't matter. NPCs. Some of the dialogue, it's interesting. They could also point that out, and I know a couple of the things that they might potentially point out. Okay, we're talking about, the woke criers that are over there. But if you start to just simply do a little bit of analysis on it, it all kind of lines up. Outside, the biggest criticism that I have right now is Elena's voice actor, one of the Turks, the female Turk. Great. Then again, so far in the 20 plus hours that I put into the game, only seen the one scene with her. Like I said, I'm taking this incredibly slowly because I'm loving the game. And even one of the quote unquote girl bosses that you might end up hearing about from some reviewers that are out there actually has a very interesting backstory, and you put the full context of where she's at, what she's doing. Her demeanor makes a lot of sense, and planning on doing something when it comes to my full playthrough of the game, which might end up taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but I'm totally fine with that. No, people aren't complaining about Sweet Baby Inc. just because of diversity, equity, and inclusion. You're bad at your job. Your narratives, your characters that you're developing, they all suck. That's the problem that people have. Theme Group now has more than 100,000 followers and its own Discord that boasts nearly 2,000 members. But this ire against Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI initiatives in general isn't new. In October of 2023, she's in the farms, guys. She's in the farms. Post shares similar sentiments. See what they're trying to do? This is exactly what they did back in 2014. Try to link people pushing for ethics in games journalism with a bunch of far-right evil groups, which I'm not even painting the farms like that, but there's a public perception that they are that way. You can see, man, we've all been here before. Yeah, involved in stating the company's involvement in Remedy's award-winning 2023 action game Alan Wake 2. Well, did it perform in the sales charts? Oh, it was Remedy's fastest selling game because people were anticipating something good coming out of, Alan Wake 1, and then the more recent Control game, both being well received. So yeah, people were looking forward to the continuation of that story, and then they ended up getting, Alan Wake 2, and there's a reason why. Oh, it's the fastest selling Remedy game. What are the total sales figures? All right, it lost money. Big shock. It was possibly one of the biggest scandals in gaming history. Yeah, using scare quotes by some anonymous post on the Kiwi farms. What are we doing? This conversation around Sweet Baby Inc. has ignited a fundamentally misinformed Gamergate-esque firestorm. See, games journals, for as much as some people who just cry woke at everything are traumatized, games journals are so traumatized by Gamergate because it almost worked. It almost worked, but they had a much larger megaphone than the independent creators that were criticizing them back in the cut. But now, the turntables have definitely turned tables. Its employees have faced rampant harassment as a direct result. Oh, there we go. Even though their company Twitter page has been protected since the release of Alan Wake, everybody going, why'd you race swap a character and why's the game so bad? Oh, but it won awards. Oh, really? Because there was also another game at the center of the Gamergate controversy that was also winning awards, but people were playing it going, this is trash, why is it winning awards? Oh, right, because somebody's throwing around boxes for awards, and we ain't talking about how they ship the games. I spoke with several employees of Sweet Baby Inc. to learn the company actually does. Well, it's funny, right? Because you could just go to their website and you could just read what they do. Our approach, we begin with an all-hands review of the discussion of the project material. Everyone at Sweet Baby sees your project and shares their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. We do this because it kicks the project off with a multitude of perspectives, beginning with conversation, then this is just a bunch of commie gobbledygook. We then create a complete narrative, deliverables by keeping the player in mind with a focus on the experience and emotional design. We aim to consult with honesty, transparency, and conversational approach to help find the best direction for your project. That's why every avenue of communication has been summarily closed down to the public, because we're all about honesty and transparency, right? Conversational approach. Writing for cinematics to barks and everything in between. We tackle every type of writing for any type of game. We bring excitement, emotion, and characters to the forefront, and we aren't afraid of breaking something down and building it back up. Oh, wow. Tearing down the industry in order to build it up in our own image. Sounds like good commies right there. Narrative. Oh, where's the first video game character that you put in the front? Well, makes a lot of sense. Whatever your story needs. In regards to narrative, we're here to help. We tackle narrative and character in any form, keeping emotional resonance and authenticity at the heart of our work. So what do? We do story pitches, world building, character creation, narrative design, story feedback, and tweaks, and more. Representation. There it is. We believe that representation is key to connecting players and audiences. No, it's not. And because, okay, cool. My favorite character in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to play as right now is Red 13. How could I identify with a red dog? Why is my favorite character the red dog right now? Idiots. You're pushing your own personal ideology ahead of the benefit of the games industry. Now, we're part of an inclusive and knowledgeable community of diverse consultants, really, because it all sounded like Kim Belair wanted to create a company with her and her friends in order to give her and her friends a new grift. Our approach leads to the creation of joy in marginalized players. Oh, I thought it was about the community, the health. Oh, right, you told on yourself in your own description, and seek to be additive rather than strictly corrective. Ungoddamn believable. Yeah, it's not corrective to take an established character and race swap her. Unbelievable. But there's enough context right there. So what does sweet Alyssa Mercanti have to say about what Sweet Baby Inc. actually does? But first, we need to poison the well. The games industry has had its fair share of struggles lately, from massive layoffs to wildly expensive games like Suicide Squad falling short of expectations. Gee, I wonder why. Is it because the story sucked? Who helped work on the story? Oh, wow. The loudest members of Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord. The company is directly responsible for those failures. Well, if the shoe fits, stick it up your ass. Not the studio that employed them in the first place, because of the content Sweet Baby Inc. allegedly forces into games. This is a tweet by the game director of Alan Wake 2. That's absolutely not true. The prevailing theory behind this is that if it weren't for Sweet Baby Inc., Saga Anderson would be portrayed by a white woman. Is that true? Well, it's impossible to say, but does it matter? Melanie Liber did a great job in the role. It's absolutely not true. She didn't do a great job in the role. Anyways, even games that are widely considered to be a success, but they aren't though, okay, are not safe from those conspiracy theories. Alan Wake 2 game director Kyle Rowley took to X, yes, on March 3rd to dispel rumors that Sweet Baby Inc. was a reason protagonist Saga Anderson was black, a rumor first traced back to the original game. Like, she's in the game. She's white. Aforementioned in the Kiwi Farms post, it's absolutely not true, Rowley wrote, but Rowley's concise statement has not silenced the conspiracy theorists. On March 5th, I managed to spend an hour or so in Sweet Baby Inc.'s detected Discord before I was booted from the space. LOL. Likely because I identified myself as a Kotaku journalist, and we actually have some of the Discord screenshots, and well, let's just say it's pretty obvious to figure out that you weren't exactly there with the best of intentions. If anyone would like to chat about this Discord and the Steam page, let me know. Thanks. A reason why many of you don't have names, pictures associated with your accounts on here. Interesting. Oh, because she's trying to dox people on Discord. What a joke. Why do you think that's still here? Just curious if anyone would speak to the creation of the server and Steam page and why they feel monitoring SBI work is important. Hello, would anybody in this group? Oh, it looks like you're just trying to, scream at the wall because everybody can take a look at your name, run it through an easy internet check. Also wonder, why are you coming into the Discord? Because we're here to talk about, bad ideas ruining the games industry, and all you want to do is talk about the creation of the Discord. Oh, okay, cool. You're trying to write a hit piece. Yes, in it, members shared posts referencing Feminist Frequency founder Anita Sarkeesian, which I showed yesterday. I still, in fact, have it pulled up. Yeah, the one where she blackmailed. Not so much blackmailed in so much as threatened to destroy a company that, well, she got brought on and ultimately destroyed the company in CD Projekt Red. Was it that one? Was it that one that she ended up sharing out? I'd imagine. Marcus Aurelius quotes, oh, okay, yeah, okay, so try to tie a Discord group to a noted far-right figure, father of modern-day Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius. Winning strategy. One image showed several pictures of protagonist Eve from Korean developer Shift Up's upcoming action game Stellar Blade juxtaposed against female characters from Ugly Games. All rocking the exact same hairdo, huh? Embrace tradition, reject mundanity. But yeah, man, you got ugly, awful characters with terrible haircuts, the side shave, which is so funny. Okay, back in the mid to late aughts, everything, all of those stupid games journalists, they were too busy criticizing, oh, everything's just a brown game with a jacked space marine. That was a trend that lasted, 2 years? How long have we been steeped in the SJW haircut genre of games? Over a decade? Yeah, cool. Definitely analogous. Almost 2,000 members are already a bunch of infiltrated people here, screenshotting everything, sadly. So just keep it cool, brothers. We can't let this server or Steam group get taken down. That's all I ask. Keep it cool. Read a post from March 4th. And yeah, even Kabrutus, the founder and creator of the Steam page, he said that, yeah, man, nobody in this... You're down with the cause, don't talk to any of these freaks. Several people in the Discord expressed concerns about glowies, a term coined by members of the far right. There it is. Once again, see the connections that this hack is trying to weave for those suspected of being federal law enforcement, basically snitches or other informants, attempting to, I love this characterization, attempting to infiltrate their online spaces and set them up for legal consequences. No, you're a hack. That's what you're trying to do right here. Hi, do you want to talk about this Discord? Do you want to talk about all the Yahtzee implications that you guys have by just trying to dunk on women? Why do you hate women in gaming? Two members that spoke to me via Discord DM shared similar sentiments about why they believe the Steam page and subsequent Discord are important. So they can identify games that are developed and supported by Sweet Baby Inc. Yeah, exactly. That's all the purpose of this was. And to make informed decisions when purchasing them. See, okay, some of these evil people, they just want ethics and games journalism. It's just a cover for their latent sexism. Sweet Baby Inc. is a symptom of an ideological worldviews that I believe have taken hold of the Western world, media, and gaming as a whole. See, they're all conspiracy theorists. They're evil. There's no proof of that. Literally everywhere. He also insisted without providing evidence, which is hilarious because you're also making a bunch of assertions without any evidence that Sweet Baby Inc. adds race and identity group quotas to everything they are involved with. Picture not related. What is Sweet Baby Inc. doing? I read it from, their website, but this is what Alyssa Mercanti has to say about this. Though these kind of social media posts argue that companies like Sweet Baby Inc. somehow force game studios to include diverse characters and storylines, the reality is vastly different. Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative design company, meaning most of their work is focused on writing stories and dialogue and characters and basically, what did they say? Anything that you want, anything and everything. We're open to it. Whatever makes the dollar figures go up. That means that they ensure a game's plot points make logical sense and are satisfying to players. No, it's not. It's all about inserting ideological positions. We read it, but clearly reading is so far above anybody that works at Kotaku. Narrative designers may also provide a final round of polish, like a Hollywood script doctor, which they don't do because nobody in Hollywood does rewrites. For example, the team worked on Suicide Squad long after the story was written. Cool. And even then, they joined just to write in-game ads. The ones that had pride flags on them that say that everyone is a hero? Something along those lines? Oh, great. Yeah. They aren't about just simply injecting ideological positions. No. Ideologues and NPC barks. Right. Were they also helping out with the insertion of toxic masculinity in the character log for Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad? Just wondering. CEO Kim Belair tells me over video call she continues. Let's hear what Kim has to say on this one. Kim, the same person who also has a pre-existing relationship with Alyssa Mercanti. I found this because Kim Belair, for every other avenue of communication of Sweet Baby Inc. being shut down, doesn't use it very often, but her Twitter account is open, and obviously don't go harass her. That's the last thing that a genuine burgeoning movement needs is a bunch of freaks getting ammunition. Because you see pronouns in bio, and this person is just going to go ahead and use any ammo that they can possibly get in order to spin another narrative. Look at it's just another harassment campaign. Why didn't we do something about these abusers 10 years ago? But Sweet Baby is at its core a narrative development company. No. In your own words, it's only supposed to be about writing stories and dialogue, right? No. That means anything from script writing to narrative design to narrative direction to story review. So everything involving the game. Okay, cool. One of the things that we do is offer cultural consultations or authenticity consultations. Fantastic. We hold consultations as to where it would be effective to put a minority in the situation. For us, that generally means that we might be asked to look at a story if there's a character in it who is marginalized in a certain way, and the studio wants us to connect them to a consultant who can bring a little bit of authenticity. This is their grift in action. We see you have a woman in your game. We have women here. We can license them out for thousands of dollars an hour, and if you don't, we can make up accusations online, ruin your company. Would be a shame to see that happen. So how many women would you like? For the most part, it's in reverse. But the perspective is never that we're coming in and injecting diversity. It's literally what you do. It's that a company has created a character and they want to make that character more representative and more interesting. Sweet Baby Inc. co-founder David Bedard adds that contrary to popular belief, the people making these games want to make the experience better for all players. Ungoddamn believable. But this is the first of many upcoming articles that are out there, and they couldn't have kickstarted it off with a better individual than Alyssa Mercanti, just like Leigh Alexander back in the cut with Gama Sutra. We got Alyssa Mercanti. I just spoke with the team at Sweet Baby Inc. and infiltrated their Discord. for an hour. Wouldn't want to bury the lead or anything like that, and ended up getting nothing off of it. Hey man, she also has, pronouns in bio, but she also worked with Jezebel, Games Radar, New York Video Game Critics Circle, so somebody who's very much entrenched in the journalistic swamp. But my favorite response to all of this, oh my god, man, like it didn't even take very long, and it just goes to show you the quality of people we're dealing with here. Does this article mention anything about Sweet Baby Inc. CEO being a full-blown racist? Oh boy, there's so much to go with Kim Belair in so little time, because I have a feeling this article doesn't mention it. Hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in, and then gets community noted. How beautiful. But guys, we're heading into something. We're heading into something pretty special. It sure seems like it. I don't know. Could be much ado about nothing, but at a point in time where games journalism and journalism is making such lavish claims, and with, well, not very much other stuff happening in the industry right now, with Hollywood basically having its biggest hit of the year in Dune out there, and not a lot of tragedies happening at the box office in contrast that haven't already been well covered. I think this is all creating the perfect point in time and the perfect storm. But this is actually, after many false starts, Gamergate 2 is upon us, and we're actually ready to fight it this time around. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.